Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions, Naija. The following story that you are going to listen to comes from a translation of a message that one of our admins received. The translation reads like this: Hello, how are you? Can you please post my story as hidden identity? I have come here on your platform because I want your listeners to assist me. It all started in 2015, the worst year of my life. One moment, I had a stable job and a girlfriend I thought I would marry. The next, I was jobless, broke, and facing eviction. My girlfriend left me when I couldn't provide, and I was on the edge of moving back in with my parents. Desperation clouded my thoughts. Then came the meeting that changed my life forever. An old friend from high school got in touch with me. He said he'd heard about my struggles and offered me advice. You need to join the gentleman's club, he said, looking serious. At first I laughed. It sounded like some kind of joke. But when I asked him what it was, his tone changed. You are not ready yet, he said, giving me a strange look. I didn't understand what he meant at that time. A few weeks later, I got a call from an uncle I barely knew. He was the black sheep of the family, the one everyone whispered about. They said his money was dirty and he avoided family events unless it was a funeral. None of that mattered to me. I was desperate for a way out of my misery. We met at a quiet bar, away from people who might know us. I poured out my frustrations while he sat there, listening calmly. When I was done, he leaned back and smiled. There are two ways to get rich, he said. One is hard work, and the other finds you. A week later, I went to his house, not knowing what to expect. That's when I saw it. The tortoise, it wasn't normal. Its shell was so dark, it was almost black, and its cold, lifeless eyes seemed to watch me whenever I went. What's with the tortoise? I asked, trying to laugh off how uneasy I felt. This tortoise is my source of wealth, he said, his voice low. It's not just a pet, it's my partner. I thought he was joking until he explained. To be part of the gentleman's club, I needed a spiritual partner like the tortoise. But keeping the wealth comes with a cost. A cost I wasn't prepared to hear. My uncle told me that to join the club, I had to stop praying. You can't have it both ways, he said firmly. Your prayers are blocking your success. He explained that I needed to live a sinful life for 2 months, drinking, partying, and sleeping around to remove any connection I had with God. I was hesitant at first, but my desperation won. I started living the way he told me to, shutting down the little voice in my head that told me it was wrong. When 2 months were up, my uncle took me to a mansion that doubled as a temple. That night, I made my first offering. Her name was Jerry. I met her on Instagram. Beautiful, confident, and everything I thought I wanted. After chatting for a few days, I invited her over. That night, after we were intimate, I felt something in the room. The tortoise sitting in the closet came alive. I could feel his presence and hear its slow movement as it fed. The next morning, Gary left without any memory of what happened, but she looked drained, like something inside her was missing. That's when my life changed. Money started pouring in. Deals I never thought I would get suddenly happened. My bank account grew so fast, it didn't seem real. I bought a car, moved into a luxury apartment, and started living the life I've always dreamed of. But it came at a price. The tortoise wasn't satisfied with just one offering. Every woman I was with became its next meal. They didn't die, but they were left spiritually broken. It haunted me to know I was ruining their lives. By 2018, I was a millionaire. I had cars, mansions, and access to the high life. I traveled through parties and met celebrities. To everyone else, I was a success, but inside, I was broken. The guilt followed me everywhere. Then I met Adora. She was different, kind, genuine, and unlike anyone I had met before. For the first time in years, I felt something real. I loved her, but I knew I could never marry her. I was already married to the tortoise. Adora didn't understand what I kept doing by avoiding her intimacy. She even asked if I was gay. The truth was, I was afraid, If I slept with her, the tortoise will destroy her like it had destroyed the others. Now I live in prison of my own making. I have everything I've ever wanted: money, power, success, but it cost me my soul. I ruined the lives of innocent women and shut out the only person I've ever truly loved. This is my confession. If you are reading this, let it be a warning. The price of wealth isn't always as it seems. Some paths lead only to darkness. Dear listeners, right here is a message that was sent to me by one of our main helpers with this message. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world. Can you believe it?